Oh, he decided to watch part 2.
Yay!
Anyway, back on Easter Freaking Island, Evie's dad is worried sick about his son, and Carlos is being passive-aggressive. Again. Is that the only way people communicate their wants and needs in this movie?
Please, senor, don't be too rash. It's way too early to disown him.
But I wasn't going to... Wait a minute. Are you hopping?
Oh, am I?
Yep. That's still not funny. Hank Azaria, we were counting on you to make this movie bearable. You failed.
So, his son is missing, and Easter is 2 weeks away. What does a concerned parent do about this?
Call the Pink Berets!
When Easter is in trouble, we'll be there on a double. You can count on us to save the day.
This movie was made by the people who made Despicable Me, right?
Yep.
Then why am I filled with hate and rage right now?
Alright.
Trouble will be there on a double. You can count on us to
Got it. So we then get a big waste of time montage of Fred's morning routine, complete with cheap laughs, and that's about it, when Fred discovers a little bunny trail leading upstairs.
Yes, we forgot to mention before. Fred's not allowed to go upstairs. Why not? Never explained.
It's about as pointless a detail as everything else in this movie. So yeah, it turns out E.B. trashed the upstairs, flooded the jacuzzi, and... Okay, seriously? Rock band? Again?
Alright, let's check out the sellout movie checklist here. Easily exploited audience.
Check.
Little to no actual entertainment value.
Triple check.
Features the game Rock Band.
Check-a-rooney.
Yep. This movie isn't very good. So Fred does the smart thing and tries to dump the little leech of a lagomorph in the wild, when E.B. takes a little dump on the hood of his car.
Long story short, he is the Easter Bunny! Whoa, hey, that flashback was not necessary. Relax!
You know, I'm beginning to notice something. There's a lot of talking in this movie, and not many things actually, happening. And most of what is said is stupid, unfunny, and stupid again.
Do you want me to look for some baby aspirin?
No, you save it. You might run over a baby.
Except for that.
Just
That was
pray
actually
that
kind of clever.
And now it's time for Fred's interview.
You're a half hour late.
I know I called.
That doesn't make you any earlier.
Things I learned in movies. If you're gonna be a black lady, you have to be sassy.
So yeah, the Pink Berets catch up to them, E.B. screws over Fred's interview by existing too much, and then... happens upon a band of Ray Charles impersonators.
That's not
Oh,
Avatar.
and Fred claims to have written Avatar.
Shut up! The band of blind people gives E.B. a flyer to some talent agents, and revealed that they know that E.B. is a talking rabbit,
Did you know I was...
and they don't seem to care. Unlike some people. Then we cut back to Carlos and E.B.'s dad. He acknowledges what a horrible father he's been, and passive-aggressive.
And as the movie drags on, we learn that the talent agent the blind band referred E.B. to is none other than David Hasselhoff, and I don't give two flips.
Oh, come on.
But Lee, it's the freaking Hoff! If anyone can save this movie, it's him!
Have you been watching the same movie I have? Nothing could save this movie, not even David Hasselhoff. Don't lose faith, Fighting Leaf.
What the? It's you!
Slither? Wait, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you be guarding Cleopatra's tomb or some junk like that? I heard you were reviewing this movie, and I knew you would need my strength to finish it. But how? I mean, there isn't one redeeming quality in this whole movie. I mean, if Hank Azaria can't make the movie any good, what possibly could? Have faith in the Hoff, Fighting Leaf. Endure until the Hoff brings salvation. But how? How can I endure this movie until he arrives? Endure with strength from the fire inside. The fire inside. The fire inside. The fire.
Let's do this, Husky. You got it! So the two of them head back to the mansion when they find out that Fred's sister is there. And E.B. still hasn't cleaned up the upstairs yet.
Alleged hilarity ensues when Fred lies to her about how the interview went, tries to lie about what happened upstairs, and lies about the suspiciously familiar stuffed rabbit on the bed, and... Okay, that's it.
There went all my fire inside right there. So they stand in line to see Hasselhoff, and the other acts in front of them all suck. And... that Bobby the Monkey from Treasure Buddies? Curse you, Treasure Buddies! Curse you!
Let's just hope Slither was right.
May I call you the Hoff?
Yes.
It will challenge the very scope.
Cut to the chase.
Mr. Hoff, we've been waiting all day. Give the guy a chance.
I gave him a chance. I didn't like it. I loved it.
That didn't suck.
Hasselhoff is awesome!
Hey, wait. You're not surprised that I'm a talking rabbit?
Little man, my best friend's a talking car.
Yes, 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 yes,
Thank you,
yes,
sir.
yes. Well, after that bit, E.B. asks for a little more help from Fred, in exchange for which he promises to get out of Fred's life for good. But then the Pink Berets show up and E.B. says, no, never mind.
E.B. confesses that he ran away from home and doesn't want to be the Easter Bunny, at which point Fred gets a crazy idea.
Not yet.
What?
Time for a stupid play first.
Oh, no. No, no, no. I am not suffering through that scene, not even a shining leaf. You want to know what happens in that scene? He is a terrible human being, still. She can't sing. He talks when he shouldn't. They both interrupt the whole play to put on a fake ventriloquist act. And he is still a horrible person with a good point.
No.
There. Now Fred has a crazy idea.
You don't want to be the Easter Bunny, right? I know who can take your place. Who? Me.
Shining facepalm.
No more.
But Fred's not the only one who wants to be the next Easter Bunny. Turns out that's what Carlos has been after the whole time, too. There's only one thing to do now.
Please don't say montage.
Montage! Well, everything seems to be going well. Fred is getting the hang of his Easter Bunny training, and fame and fortune are right around the corner for E.B. Until, of course, the Pink Berets finally catch up to them at the mansion.
So what does he do about this? Why, he uses a butterball turkey to stage his own death, flee the scene, and accidentally leaves Fred alone with 2 elite ninja-trained bunnies and 1 idiot.
Oh, he'll be alright.
You are a horrible friend!
So they capture Fred because they think he killed E.B. and...
This heartless human, he has killed your son!
No.
E.B.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, friend, I share your sorrow. E.B. was like your son to me.
No way, movie!
No, you do not get to use the supposed death of a child as a joke opportunity in a kid's movie.
What is this?
That is not an appropriate joke to make.
What is this?
Husky!
What is my life?
Husky, get a grip!
I can't do it, Leaf!
I can't either!
I can't freaking do it!
Well, I tell you what, Husky, you can give up now, or you can fight it out, because I certainly can't do it without you, and I know you can't do it without me.
I appreciate it, but look what we're dealing with, man!
Husky!
You gotta draw the line somewhere!
Husky!
You gotta draw the freaking line in the sand, dude!
Husky,
You gotta make a statement! You gotta look inside yourself and say, what am I willing to put up with today? Not freaking this!
JonTron, Ego Raptor, give us strength!
Leaf, this isn't going to be enough.
I know, Husky, but we have to try. E.B. laments leaving his friend in the hands of...
highly trained ninja bunnies.
and turns to the Hoff for help.
A dilemma as old as time itself.
Hasselhoff.
I know that if I left right now, I'd be giving up fame.
And untold riches.
And untold riches.
And all the bunnies you could ever want.
Yes, and all the... Look, you're not really helping much, David. Like, at all.
But he does help when he says this.
Go to him.
What did he just say?
Go to him.
Carlos traps all of the other bunnies behind some kind of glass thing, takes the magical egg of destiny thing, plans to fill Easter baskets with things that birds like. EB comes back in the nick of time, sorta. Fred just kinda eats through the black licorice bonds. EB averts some impending doom. Some magical MacGuffin-y stuff turns Carlos into a half-bunny, half-chick freak of nature. EB's ineffectual until he used the power of plot contrivance to save the day. He gets stupid name MacGuffin back. EB decides that he can be a drummer and the Easter Bunny, which means this movie could have been a lot shorter, but it's too late now. EB's dad pronounces both Fred and EB as co-Easter bunnies, and no amount of character redemption will change the fact that this guy is a horrible person. The end! What's wrong with this movie? Pretty much everything. Sure, the CGI mixed relatively well with the real-life setting, but it was the story elements themselves that really fell flat. While I can safely say there was little to nothing good about the movie, the biggest problem was the sheer lack of likable characters. Fred was a lazy dork and a big fat loser. EB was whiny and selfish for way longer than the audience was willing to put up with. The supporting cast was made up of nags and sociopaths, and the villain was just more tedious than entertaining. The only good part of this movie was the Hoff. Seriously, just point the camera at him and let him talk. Pure gold.
Is it the jitters?
We have a little shining Hoff power left. You thinking what I'm thinking?
Death and destruction!
Movie makers of the world, time for an intervention.
Go to him.